everybody, this is Shanae from Cater No Wisely, and today I am going to show you how to do one of my favorite, all-time favorite appetizers. It's actually one of the first appetizers I started doing when I started catering, and it still is great today. I'm going to do some French bread stuffed with spinach and artichoke dip. This is a very easy recipe. It's actually something that you can actually use as a dip with chips, but today we're going to put it inside of some bread rolls and also a big long French bread. So ingredients are very simple. Spinach, you can use frozen spinach or you can use fresh spinach, it does not matter. A lot of people will use sour cream. Today I'm going to be using cream cheese, mainly because I like the cream cheese when I'm doing it and stuffing it, because it will actually help the spinach and artichoke to not to run out of the bread. So if I'm doing a dip, I will do the sour cream, but today we're going to use cream cheese. Of course, Italian cheeses, whatever Italian cheese you want, or if you don't even want Italian cheese, you can use whatever cheese you want. Shredded is good because it melts a little bit better. Also Parmesan cheese, I'm going to top it with some Parmesan cheese. I like to use a artichoke that is already marinated. Reason being is because of that marinade has a little bit of garlic and herb, and it has a really good taste inside of the dip. It actually helps it a whole bunch. Some of my little secrets that I like to add in, I like to add in a little bit of lemon juice. This is something I like to do. I think I actually add lemon juice in everything that I'm baking. But those are some tips. You can make your own seasoning. All you're needing is Italian seasoning, and that's just oregano, we're talking about thyme, we're talking about basil, we're talking about all the things that will make a really good Italian seasoning. And so I brought some that a lot of people like to use, just so that you know you don't have to make it yourself, but you can actually just buy it at the store if you want to. This is one of my favorite ones. This is a garlic and herb, and this is where it actually works pretty good. Another one that's really pretty cheap is the Grill Mates little zesty herb. It's a good one as well. I actually kind of put together my own little blend. I won't say what's in there, but I put my own blend in for seasoning. And it's really up to you. It's your preference. So first things first, I've already put the spinach together. I do fry the spinach. After I fry the spinach, and I start adding in my ingredients. There is not a specific way to do this, you guys. I do like to fry my spinach first, and then I start adding in my wet ingredients. That's just me. So we're going to go over to the pot and check the pot out. Right now, our spinach is already fried, and then we also have our cream cheese in there. And the next thing that we're going to add in, I have actually mixed the lemon juice to the marinade that was on the spinach and artichoke. I mean, not on the spinach, artichoke, sorry. The marinade that was on the artichoke, I mixed that with the lemon. And so I'm going to kind of put that in there. It's such a great little seasoning for everything. Go ahead and start stirring that up. And I tend to kind of walk away at this point. I let it do its thing. But trust me, that marinade, along with that lemon juice, is yum. And then this is when we're going to start putting our seasonings in. We want to get those seasonings in here. You can see the cream cheese is melting. That's what we want. Now I'm going to start putting my seasoning in. I've already put a little bit of salt, of course, always salt and pepper. Now I'm going to go for my garlic and herb seasoning. This is my little Italian and herb seasoning concoction, which is yum. Don't have to put a whole lot, because remember, you already have a lot of taste and flavor coming from the herb and coming from the lemon. Alright, you guys, so now we've got our artichoke. Like I said, it is marinated in a garlic and herb seasoning, and that's the way I like to do it. And remember, I said I mixed it with a little bit of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice. And basically, I just cut nothing, no specific cut with the artichoke, none really whatsoever. I just kind of cut it up, chop it up, just making sure, of course, that it's not whole. And then I will then add it in. And then really after I put that in and add any more seasoning that I need to add in, that's it. I love this meal. I tell you, after it's done, it's as if I took all day long preparing it, and literally this takes about 30 minutes to do. I keep it around. My kids love it. It is just one of the best appetizers for my household. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and add in our artichoke. Alright, so now we've got our artichoke in there. This is really the last thing that we do. Let's put that artichoke in there. And after that, I would kind of let it do its thing. I'll let it simmer. I'll let it do all of that good stuff. And then really after this kind of simmers a little bit, you're done. You are ready to stuff it inside of your bread. Alright, so there's several different kind of breads that you can use to stuff. Funny thing is, when I first started doing this, I would use actually a sourdough roll, and I would cut a hole in it, and of course pull everything out of there, and I would put my spinach dip inside of the sourdough roll, and that worked really, really good. But over time, I kind of went on to using a French bread because you can use so much more, and then I have an appetizer where I can cut here, 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 and now everybody has their own individual. My kids call it the spinach sandwich. But it's kind of cool because then you have opportunity to actually let this kind of spread amongst more people than you would if you had it inside the bowl. I also like to use little small little rolls. Rolls work great too. Basically, I just cut them open. And I will go inside and pull out a little bit of the inside because we want to have room, of course, to put the dip. So I'll pull out just a little bit, just to make room. Okay, still there though. Same thing with this one. I'm not gonna open it all the way because I need it to stay closed. We'll kind of cut, come around just well enough. Of course, the other side won't cut because we want to be able to do what we need to do. So I'll show you. Alright, and then I go inside, same thing as I did the other one. I just kind of pull out some of the inside. That way it gives us room for our dip. I pull it out of the inside, on the bottom, and on the top. It gives me the room I need for my dip so that my dip won't run out. Right? That should be good. That should be more than enough room. And like I said, we don't want to separate it. Don't want to separate it because we want to be able to cut it and we still have good firm hold on it. Okay? Let's cut that other one. Individual. And yes, kids will eat spinach and artichoke. Yes. Alright. Okay. Just a little bit, spread it out there. Like I said, we opened it up so that we can fit the spinach in there and it fit in there perfectly. Okay, so do the same thing with this one. It all the way up. Make sure that you got all of the openings. Remember, you took some out the top, so it looks like it's too much. It's probably okay. As long as you took a little bit off the top, you should be good to go. I try to put as much in there as I can. I try my best. Alright? Look at that. It goes right back. You can't even tell that that's what's in there. And then my final thing that I like to do, I like to top it with just a little top. I forgot my pastry brush, so we're using a spoon today. I'll show you a little trick. I'm not one of those ones gonna run back for what I need. I'm gonna work with what I got. So I like to mix together minced garlic, a little bit of parsley, basil, whatever you want that's green, a little bit of olive oil, and I normally will top it with that and then come back with Parmesan cheese. I normally will use my pastry brush, but I didn't bring it, so I'm just going to show you a little trick. I'm going to just get a spoon and a napkin. I'm going to kind of pour that on top, and then I'll use my napkin to spread it on evenly. I'm just looking for all of the herbs to kind of spread off evenly. Kind of let it do its thing. But of course, a pastry brush will is ideal. Well, I didn't bring one today, but this is going to work for us today. Isn't it pretty? We'll do the same things to the little ones. One day, y'all, I'm going to make me some bread. I'm really thinking about doing it myself. I know it's not the hard. It's just time. I need to put some time in and start making my own bread. Today, this is what we got. And that is pretty much it. You kind of see how the herbs are spread evenly on the top. And of course, you won't make such a mess if you have a pastry brush. And then my final thing, I just like to get a little Parmesan cheese. Sprinkle that Parmesan on there. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. We'll sprinkle that Parmesan on there. We're gonna put this in the oven for about 15 minutes at 350. Just remember, the bread is done. Spinach and artichoke dip is done. You're just trying to toast it so it's easier to cut. And after that, that is it. It is done. It is ready. It's one of the best appetizers I ever made. And I appreciate it every day. Every time I serve it, I love it. Appreciate it. So this is it. All right. So that is it. That's it for Catering Done Wisely. I'm signing off. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of my journey as Catering Done Wisely. Please follow us on Instagram. We're Catering Done Wisely. Please follow us on Facebook. We are Catering Done Wisely. And of course on YouTube, we are Catering Done Wisely. Thank you so much.